Hey, what's going on, Growth Squad? Welcome to another episode. That's right, of the Eugene Hamilton podcast. I hope you're doing well. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your attention. I know there's a lot of things in these days in which we live that pulls your attention this way, that way, whether it be work, whether it be other podcasts, whether it be work, or home, whatever it is. A lot of times in life, we don't have much time. So thank you for spending a few moments with me. I want you to know as you're tuning in, don't you forget to subscribe, because I know about 70% of you all are not subscribed. So let me invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, please don't forget, if you're listening on audio, to share out, hit that notification bell so you'll know each time we drop a new episode. You also know this. In fact, there are some exclusives that are coming out soon. You can go on our website right now at www.eugenehamilton.org and order you one of our signature shirts, Go, Grow, Glow. You can do that. They're on our website right now, but you can also set yourself up to get a free one. Yeah, you heard me right. You can go online, you can order one, you can pay your hard-earned money, and I thank you for it. Or 5 people right now can shoot me a DM and let me know how you're going to go, how you're going to grow, and how you're going to glow this next upcoming week. The first 5 people that hit me up, I promise you, you'll get a brand new Go, Grow, Glow shirt as a part of the Grow Squad, so you can represent every single day as you move forward. Don't you forget, although we're in a new month, we're still reading the Atomic Habits book. That's still the book of this month. So don't forget, in the show notes, there's a link. You can go there real quickly, hit that tab, hit that button, hit that link, order your book, and that book will teach you how to make small steps. You know, in life, sometimes we get overwhelmed thinking that we got to take off big chunks every day. But James Clear is very clear that we don't have to take off big chunks every day to make massive impact or to get massive results. We can compound our steps. Take small steps every single day, knowing full well that as you compound those efforts, they will result in due time into big results. Thank you again for joining us today. Don't you forget, I sound like a broken record, but I repeat it without apology. Please don't forget to share out this episode and others to let people know that we are growing every single day. Before we kick off, let's go ahead and have a word of prayer as we move forward together. Father God, we thank you so much once again for life. You didn't have to wake us up this morning, but you did. And we're grateful that we can breathe in and breathe out. We're grateful that you cover us every single day and you protect us because there's a plan for our lives. So I pray that you remind my friend that's listening right now that you are ordering their steps. Remind my friend right now that while they may be going through a difficult time, this rough time won't last forever, but joy is coming in the morning. Remind my friend right now as they are seeking out their life's purpose, that before they were born, you already knew what they should do. So they should seek you first, and you will show them the way. Thank you again for our time together. In your name, amen. Today, we're talking a bit about a topic that I don't want to say it haunts me, but I'm plagued with it. I'm, in fact, as I share with you each and every week, I promise you these topics I've either dealt with in the past or I'm dealing with it right now, and we're working on this thing together. But I don't know about you. I don't know if you can be honest with me, if you can keep it real, if you can keep it 100. But today we're talking about how to stop overthinking. Yeah. If you're like me, man, I overthink what I'm going to eat today. I overthink, when I pull up to the gas station, what should I get? No. Oftentimes in life, we find ourselves overthinking for no other reason than we're our worst critic. I'll say it again for the people in the back. Oftentimes in life, you and I find ourselves overthinking because we're too hard on ourselves. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how to stop overthinking, because check this out. Oftentimes in life we overthink things, and overthinking causes us to miss out on important moments in life. Now, overthinking sometimes causes us to get to a place We begin to spend more time thinking than doing. In fact, most people, I don't have the numbers on this, but a lot of people that I know suffer from analysis paralysis. They have an idea, they have an epiphany, they have a moment of clarity about something, and that moment of clarity should be their marching orders to go get it done. But they use the moment of clarity to go do more research. It's almost like people, I heard one preacher say this one time. He said, man, listen, why are you praying about stuff that God already told you to do? So if you have the gift of singing and God already told you to bless people's lives with singing, what you praying about singing? I've already told you to go sing. I've already told you to go spread the word through song. But sometimes we overthink. And we find ourselves missing out on our assignment. We miss out on being of help to other people. And we miss out, most importantly, on precious moments in life. You know, Psychology Today breaks overthinking down this way. It says, knowing where overthinking stems from and why it occurs can help us cope with it better. In other words, Psychology Today suggests that sometimes you and I, even though we struggle with overthinking, I just gave you a reason why I believe we overthink. But this would suggest that sometimes we don't know where overthinking stems from. And so we start guessing. We started guessing to ourselves and thinking to ourselves, oh, I'm overthinking because, this person is watching me. I'm overthinking because my husband or my wife or my partner would want me to do it this way. Oh, I'm overthinking because we just find ourselves overthinking in life. Psychology Today goes on to say this. The first source, possibly, of overthinking involves sense of self. In other words, the article goes on to say that you may be embarking on a career change, returning to school, maybe shifting in your relationships. Some, unfortunately, may be getting divorced, whatever it may be. It's a brand new chapter in life, and it may ignite a significant amount of overthinking because you're second guessing yourself. Oftentimes, overthinking happens because you've lost sense of who you are. Let me tell you this, and I hope you pump up the volume here. Don't you ever lose sense of who you are based on changes that happens in our lives. In other words, change happens in our lives. And in fact, if you want to hear more about that, you want to go back to last week's episode and hear about embracing change. But for today, this is not our topic, but it's right in line with it. Because sometimes we allow change to put us in a corner. And we find ourselves overthinking, over-challenged, missing out on precious moments in life because something happened, and as they say, life be lifing. And sometimes in life, we find ourselves overthinking because we don't know what to do next. Well, I want to share with you some benefits of getting a handle of that. In other words, sometimes overthinking can send you down a slippery slope, and it messes with your mind. It can mess with your mental health. I know quite a few people who have been athletes, some professional, some not. I've seen individuals whose whole life and identity was connected to a sport, using this as an example. Their whole life, their whole identity was connected to their ability to kick that ball into a net, the ability to shoot the ball into a net, or the ability to run a ball down the field. And they got a sense of an adrenaline rush with all these people calling their names and giving them all kinds of things for free and perks in life that they never thought that they would have access to. They were caught up in that, And then they either got old and had to retire, an injury happened, or life just happened. And they begin to overthink who they are. They begin to second guess who they are. You know why? Because their identity, their ability to see themselves for who they are was not tied to having a strong sense of self-awareness. Their identity was wrapped up in, oh, I can do something that will warrant an applause. I can perform and people will love me. I can do this. I can sing. I can shoot. I can run. And that generates a certain amount of respect from people. And then you realize when you no longer have that, the respect dissipates, the cheers wane, and the applauses no longer come the way that they used to come. So then you overthink. That overthinking sometimes sends you into depression, sends you down this road of anxiety and challenges that you don't have answers to by yourself. But here's some benefits of you getting to a place, and I won't stop saying this. In fact, if you're at a place now where your thoughts and your overthinking is spiraling out of control, I would encourage you to seek some therapy and get some help. No. I am serious about, because I've been a guy for the better part of my life, especially in the Black community. We kind of don't have this healthy idea about therapy and counseling because we don't want people in our business. I remember one time something happened in our neighborhood growing up that should have been blasted on the news. Everybody should have known about it, but we were scared because some of the adults in the neighborhood said, oh, nah, that's our family business. Keep it on the block. Don't let nobody know about what went down. You know why? Because, hey, if somebody knows what went down, we got to get support. We've got to get help. We'll have to get counseling. We're going to have to send these kids been traumatized, but we like to sweep it under the rug. So if you're having some challenges with your thoughts about yourself, if you're having challenges with thoughts about who you are and your purpose in life, and even darker thoughts than that, get some help. I implore you, you cannot, and we were not built. This is what I love about community in life. This is what I love about partnership in life. We weren't built to run this thing by ourselves. There are people that I think that God placed in your path to help you move forward. But if you're struggling with overthinking as a general rule, and you struggle with not living in the moment because you're so inundated with the next moment. You ever seen somebody who can't enjoy this moment? It's almost like my 3-year-old boy. I mean, we can be wrapping up at the park. And he's like, Daddy, where are we going? I'm like, enjoy the park, boy. We just had fun on the monkey bars, going down the slide. Enjoy. He's so busy worrying about the next moment that he can't enjoy the curb on. We eating ice cream. Well, what we gonna have for dinner, Daddy? Enjoy the ice cream. Live in this moment. But you overthink. But here's some benefits of getting to a place where you no longer overthink and you enjoy life and the moments that it brings your way. Number one, enhanced mental health. And I'll read this note because I put it here and I don't want to miss anything I put down. Living in the moment can help reduce stress, anxiety, and depression by breaking the cycle of negative thought patterns. It helps individuals focus on the here and the now, alleviating concerns about past or future events. You ever wonder why we don't have the whole map to life? It's almost like you often wonder why can't I know what's going to happen in 5 years? Why can't I know what's going to happen next year? Why can't I know what's going to happen in 6 months? Why can't I have these other powers, right, to kind of see into the future. I have an idea about it. I have an idea as to why we don't have access to that. And one idea I have about that is because we like to control everything. And oftentimes, don't miss this, our control spins us out of control. You try to control and navigate in every step. You try to keep such a tight rope on everything that's moving forward because you want everything to turn out right that you miss out on lessons and growth that could develop in your life, that could be had in your life if everything don't go right. In other words, I've learned more, let me use this as an analogy, I've learned more in the desert than I have in the city. I've learned more when things were not loud, things were not going well. I've learned more things when I didn't have money than when I did have money. In other words, life has a way of teaching you some stuff when you don't have everything you think you need, and you realize that, hey, I can get through this thing just with me and God. But oftentimes in life, the way that we can stop overthinking, enjoy life's moments, some of the benefits surrounding that is enhanced mental health. Number 2, improved focus and productivity. Yeah, here's some benefits of not overthinking. Because what happens is when you overthink, you're so focused on the next moment that you don't give your best in this moment. So one of the benefits of not overthinking, trying to control the future, is to make sure you're present in the present. Improved focus on what you're doing right now is a benefit of not overthinking. Overthinking pulls you from this moment into other moments. And you lose sight of, oh man, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Oh, and if I miss a step right now, it may not put me in position to be there for the next moment. So I need to be present in this moment. It's almost like in college. I would tell people all the time, I'm X, Y, and Z based on graduation. I was so focused on getting out of college that I had a year. Don't you mess with me. I had a gap year and it wasn't a real gap year. It was a gap year where I flunked out and was on academic, I don't know what they call it, academic probation. I'm so focused on preparing myself for life after college that I didn't live in the moment when I was in college. And because I was so focused on after college and not focused on in college, I fooled around and was operating like I had already arrived. But had I sat down and stopped overthinking about the future and made proper preparation in that moment, maybe I wouldn't have been placed on academic probation and been better prepared for my courses and then been able to move forward more efficiently. The third benefit and we got 5 today. The third benefit of stopping this whole idea of overthinking and living in the moment is greater emotional regulation. Yeah, when we live in the moment and when we stop overthinking about the future, oftentimes we're better able to manage our emotions today. We're able to reduce the likelihood of being overwhelmed. Here's where I'm going. Being overwhelmed about what the future holds. Have you ever been in a place where, let me ask you this question. Have you been in a place where you were anticipating, let's say you and somebody had a disagreement and you agreed to maybe meet and kind of hash it out, talk it out, try to get over the misunderstanding. And you so anticipated the moment, you worked yourself up to think that something negative was going to happen. And when the moment came, nothing that you were worried about even happened. Have you ever been there before? Remember one time I hope my dad ain't listening. One time I had lied to my daddy, right? And I thought that, man, all of the world around me was going to crumble. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a knockdown, drag out, corporal punishment kind of situation. And he told me to sit down. And I was like, what? He said, oh, man, you know what you did. I just want to talk to you. Now, keep in mind, this is way different from my daddy. And if you from the South, you already know, growing up in the 80s and 90s, what life was like if you lied to a parent. But I was like, I couldn't focus on my work that day at school. I was constantly out of breath. I just worked myself up where I could not manage my emotions because I was anticipating something happening that didn't even happen. And my pops was like, have a seat, man. Let's talk. Why'd you do what you did? Okay. And then he blew me away. He said, well, what should be your punishment? I'm like, bruh, are you serious? Come on, man. He said, no. Based on, what you did, what should the outcome of that be? And I won't get into all that. But my point is, things turned out way better than I had anticipated. And I worked myself up to where my emotions were out of whack all day long because I wasn't able to focus on and live in the moment. Another benefit of not overthinking is number 4. Another benefit of not overthinking and living in the moment is better relationships. Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody who's always thinking about the next? Yeah, they can't enjoy this moment because they're so focused on the next moment. And one of the things that's interesting about life is sometimes there are people, because life is so fast paced. I don't know if you know this or not, but we're like in the 7th month of the year, 8th month of the year already. It's like, where'd the time go? I just said Happy New Year, Happy 2024. And oftentimes when we live in this fast-paced society, when we have a moment to slow down and we're still trying to speed up, the relationships around us suffer. People around us that are trying to slow down and enjoy our presence, enjoy our time together, or enjoy the moments that in fact, last week, man, I've been working, trying to do some things, trying to get some things done within my business and so forth. And my wife just said, you know what, let's go to the movies. And I almost said to myself, you know what, I ain't got time to go to the movies. But I'm glad I did. Because sometimes you're moving so fast, you're so overthinking things in life that you don't take time for what's most important. So I believe if you stop overthinking, if you learn to live in the moment, you'll have stronger relationships as you move forward. Then number 5, if you stop overthinking and live in the moment, I believe you'll have increased contentment. You'll learn how to appreciate today. Every day that you live is a gift from God. Every day that you wake up and your chest moves up and down to the rhythmic tune of breathing. Every day that you are alive and you are awake and you're able to get done what that day calls for, it's another opportunity for me to be content, excited, and happy about the life that I've been given, the life that you've been given, and the service that you offer to people in this world through the life that you have. So let me invite you to stop overthinking. Let me invite you to live and to operate and to enjoy every precious moment in life and watch things begin to turn around, not just for you, but for those that you love as well. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And I really hope that you will share this episode out. I think there's some nuggets that will benefit not only you, but benefit those that you love, those that you're connected with, and even those that you might be in a community with. Don't you forget, that you should go online. Make sure you go down to the show notes, I should say, and order Atomic Habits as we grow, grow, and glow every single day. Don't forget to send me a message also to tell me how you're going to go, grow, and glow this week so you could be in line for a brand new signature shirt. Go, grow, glow. Y'all be good. Take care. See you next time. Peace.